Hello, welcome to Comcast Newsmakers, bringing you news and information from people making a difference in our communities. I'm Beverly Weaver, and joining me now is Lee Shainis, Executive Director of Intercambio de Comunidades.
Well done.
Welcome. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about your organization, Lee. It's been around about 9 years, but probably not a lot of people have heard of you before.
Yeah, so a friend and I started this organization about 9 years ago, and it started really organically with he and I working with some families from Mexico, going to their home, teaching them English a couple times a week. And we started researching the need for something like this to expand in our community, and the need for it was overwhelming, not just for people learning English, but for different communities coming together. What we realized is that there's a lot of immigrants in our community, not just Latino immigrants, but other kinds of immigrants. Right. And there's very little interaction between that community and the native-born population, and this is kind of a way to bring them together and share cultures and languages and friendships.
Right. And you've really grown just here in the metro area. Tell me about your expansion within the state of Colorado.
Yeah, so we started in Boulder, and then we slowly expanded to Lafayette and Longmont. We established an office in Longmont, and then just last year we established an affiliate in Denver, here in Northwest Denver, that's been doing really well. And there's also been some other programs in Colorado that have been using parts of our model, our volunteer training, our curriculum. We're in the process of kind of packaging our model and sharing it with different parts of the state and throughout the country as well.
Throughout the country, yeah. Very neat. In terms of volunteers, training volunteers to really help immigrants to this state and to this country understand what they have to do on a very basic level to get through a day.
Yeah. It's really challenging because a lot of immigrants come in with a very different way of navigating the systems, of using our healthcare system, of interacting with the schools. And so our curriculum touches on that. We have some other resources that also kind of help our volunteers guide our students through that. We have a new guide called Whatever an Immigrant Needs to Know, which outlines 170 different things that immigrants need to know that for a lot of them those things are different. And then we also do a lot of orientations and workshops where we partner with different organizations in the community to talk about different healthcare organizations that they can access in their community, and housing and finances.
In terms of the volunteer training, you really kind of help these volunteers, one, understand a different culture, and two, understand how basic that help that they can provide should be.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a really challenging opportunity for volunteers, teaching English and helping people navigate the systems. But anyone can do it, anyone who's motivated. You don't need to be able to speak Spanish to teach. You just need to attend a 6-hour training where we go over a lot of English teaching tips, and we also do a little cultural training. We have a sample lesson of a teacher who teaches a lesson in French, actually, to show teachers that how you can teach without just translating things, but by using your body and using actions and using pictures and really making it interactive and fun. Because fun is one of our main values, and we try to live that every minute.
Yeah, you have that threefold approach: one, English classes; two, the multicultural events where you try and get people who, as you said, normally wouldn't be together.
Yeah.
And then there's a piece that's also dance. Tell me about that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we do a lot of intercultural events. Like we clean parks together. We volunteer at food shelters. We have potlucks and picnics. And recently we've started doing a lot of dance classes, kind of multicultural, fun dance classes, and that's brought together a lot of different people, and we're actually looking to expand that a little bit.
And that's really defining for a lot of cultures. I mean, the dance are very unique from one culture to the next.
Yeah, and it's also, we're also focusing a lot more on physical and mental health, kind of incorporating that more into our classes a little bit, and that also just kind of fits in with that, because when people are physically healthy, they're mentally healthy, they can learn better.
Yeah.
So.
Talk about the challenges that the newly immigrated face when they come to the United States. As you mentioned, they need to know these basic things: when to call 911, when to go to the emergency room, who to contact if they need a food bank assistance, perhaps.
Yeah. I mean, like in the guide that we created, there's 170 things, and a lot of those things are different. Things that we don't even think about, like what is a notary public? It's very different in some countries. When you call 911 and how they respond is very different, and when you use the emergency room is very different. And accessing the financial system and being able to trust the financial system here and how that works and how you can save money. And so there's just a really long list of things that people need to learn, and it just takes years, especially if they're on their own, if they don't have someone like at Intercambio to guide them through.
All right. Very definitely good information. Lee Shainis, thanks for coming in and tell us about your organization.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
And thanks for watching Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Beverly Weaver.